let's go back to the draft right here. DJ going up against Z's. The battle of the minds will start first.
Yeah.
And we've already covered a few pointers, right, that we need to look out for. The Moskov is a priority for both of these two teams. It's either whether Kingdom Esports wants to take it for themselves because, you know, they got first pick, or Zace will say, nope, I'm going to burn that bridge. I'm going to do a burning bridge strat. Nobody gets a Moskov. I sacrifice my band for it, but I open to Lucas and even more items.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Lucas there as well. But and then again, Fanny has been taken out here. I like what you were getting into, Jace. Yeah. I'm looking forward for the Lucas pick here as well. Lucas has been performing very well for all the teams that have been picked here. But it's gonna be okay. Phobias has been banned. So are we going to see a Kimi ban here as well? Kimi has been first pick last time.
Right now, it's either you go for a first pick.
Yeah, you mentioned Lucas. If it's open, okay.
Yeah, and or Team Flash is just gonna say, hey, you know what? We're gonna ban the useless stuff. Like for example, the Lilia, like what Imux did earlier just now.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, that was surprising. That was a little bit surprising, but I know what Imux is trying to do. Or maybe start banning away. But no, Zace is not gonna give up that Kimi because Kimi is just so broken in this meta. Yeah, DJ bans away the Lucas, so it's still still standard programming as of now. We're not going into that kind of interesting territory as of yet.
Okay. Moskov.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure. That's why, for me, until now, I'm really surprised that Moskov has been picked as a first phase of the draft priority. But as you mentioned, it's also one of the heroes who has great performance overall until here in the week 2. And we've seen also how Malik Teasy is very comfortable in the hero as well. If not Kingdom Esports going to prioritize this one, most likely it is going to be Team Flash taking it.
Definitely. A lot slower in the bans right now. It's DJ side of the ban the 1-1. Okay. 1-1 actually is very strong in this meta. It's actually very strong because of the Malefic gun.
Okay, sure. Plus, you mentioned, right, no priority on the boots as well, which gives you a head to take that early itemization.
Yeah, your early itemization actually benefits you because you will hit Corrosive Side first as compared to your enemy gold laner, so it's very strong, and there you go. Flash has to take away the Mathilda. They're not going to commit to that. They're not going to go for the Burning Bridge. Kingdom Esports snatch picks that Moskov away, and Team Flash is now wondering, what should I do with this Moskov? Kalia will still be the priority coming out from Team Flash.
Okay, don't get me wrong, Kalia's pretty good here with Team Flash execution. Okay, now they have plenty of control here. They just need a follow-up in this kind of situation. I think the Kalea Beatrix is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Kalea Beatrix is pretty good. With a simple execution, it can still pierce through. However, the question is Vanix in Beatrix against Malik Teasy once again on the Moskov.
Yeah.
Same draft.
Maybe, but like right now, Team Flash is going a little bit, deviating a little bit in terms of the draft. So that storyline doesn't apply anymore. It's going to be Juicin being selected right here. So no burst damage coming out from the fire. So Teasy realized that, hey, that bird lady, bad. I wanted something. I want something different. So now the Team Flash is going for more DPS, which actually is good against Kingdom Esports draft right here coming up from DJ, right? Gato Kacha is actually very weak against that Juicin because you could easily kite the Gato Kacha away, and now I love what I'm seeing. The carry being coming out from Team Flash right here. Carry works wonders against Gato Kacha because it melts Gato Kacha very easily with true damage as well. You got decent wave clearance so that you can basically throw out your first skill. You're definitely going to get level 2 first and faster against the Moskov, and then dash away and then start engaging into fights. You have dashes like Suyu's nobody's Suyu's business. And what if? I'm sorry, I held your hand right here.
I was kind of flashing.
Sorry, don't blush. Don't blush. Sorry. Sorry. I like throwing crazy ideas, ladies and gents.
Okay.
I'll throw you a crazy idea. What if? You guys can call me trolling. Tank carry Vanix.
What the?
Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunderbolt era. Yeah. No, actually it worked. No.
I'm trolling, guys.
Hey.
I'm bloody trolling.
Hey, it
Your
worked
second
last
skill
time.
works as a basic attack.
Yeah, it worked
I'm
last
trolling,
time.
guys. I'm trolling. Let's go back to the draft.
No. Can you not?
Don't encourage my crazy ideas. Don't encourage my intrusive thoughts. Then I don't leave the scene.
What if?
No.
What if?
No, don't.
What if first item Thunderbolt?
Don't. No. I'm sinking! I'm disappearing! You want me to use a substitution jutsu? I'm hiding! I'm not gonna be responsible for this in ranks. Okay? But
Wow.
yes! Okay, let's talk about the drops, okay?
Oh.
I'm sinking because I'm scared of the comments coming
I'll
in.
help you.
Alright. Zaz coming out being banned right here. Coach Z's also takes away the Hilda. I love what Kingdom Esports is going for. They're still banned away the high loss because Diablo has been playing way too much high loss already. I'm actually very surprised that Team Flash did not prioritize a high loss in that slot for the carry, right? So yeah, they want to secure Vanix's comfort heroes as of now.
But compared to Beatrix, though, yeah, okay, carry tank bastard here. But with the combo coming in from the Kalea, they need something or someone to burst or follow up that
Carry.
tsunami slam.
Carry.
But
That's
yeah,
burst.
But you need a lot of items before this.
That's burst.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
that is burst.
Compared to
The shing shing shoo shoo shoo. That's
I
burst.
know. It's a true damage as well.
I fought against a carry and I'm
You're a
actually
gold
surprised.
laner, you can't
yeah,
rely.
I'm actually surprised how fast the carry can burst because of that true damage proc over and over again. But now,
is it better than Beatrix though?
Mm,
With that combo, simply on that combo situation.
But you wouldn't put Beatrix on Team Flash right now. Don't forget, Vanix lost against a Moskov
Yes.
in game number 1 using a Beatrix. You don't want to draft that into it because, you know, it's always... Okay, no, I'm not going to go back to the promise problem. But again, DJ also recognizing the potential Benedetta coming out because the high loss is not prioritized and Flash, okay.
Glue.
Fredrin, jungle
Yeah, that's the thing.
Fredrin.
Now I can agree with you. Tsunami Slam with a stun, then you can have plenty of DPS. then.
Yes. and
Okay, then can.
And then the Fredrin Appraisal's Wrath as well. That's the best
Yes,
damage you're looking
okay,
for, right?
there you go.
Yep.
There you go. So I think this draft is pretty much okay, but then again, they don't have the mobility compared to, I mean, as it were, if you have an assassin on your jungle, it's a frontliner here. You can see front to back situation here coming in from
Wait.
Team Flash.
Are you proposing that... What if?
What if? You started that what if, bro. A follow up. Oh.
Yeah, what if
I love
Fredrin
it.
goes into the EXP? It doesn't work well, but then that could also be potentially the case, so that you still give Hades an assassin, right?
Or assassin, yeah.
A Joy still works well because Eve goes in real world manipulation. You counter slows, and exactly what you
Okay,
want to
wait.
do. But
No. Masha. Have you seen Diablo Masha?
no, never.
Yeah. Hey, Masha is very strong 1v1, man.
Yeah, one punch.
And
wait, okay, so that's gonna be a Diablo Masha
For sure.
ish. You can't be
Wow.
pulling a Masha jungle, right? But I was told you give Hades the assassins. That's where he truly shines. He is the taker of course. He's the taker of base. He's the assassin of turrets. But now you're gonna give the Fredrin over to Hades. Now you're gonna have to ask the question whether we're going back to that old meta once again, right?
Yes.
Is he comfortable on this one? We shall take a look at this game.
Ah, man! Wow, what a surprising draft here coming in from Flash SG, but we're seeing as well Kingdom Esports looking good. Taking away the game 1 now here in the match point. Kingdom Esports versus Flash SG.
Yep, Diablo, that is going to be a lethal ignition Marsha, right? Main goal is to burst.
Burst, yes.
Right, try to burst, try to find Moskov, one punch. Even if you sacrifice yourself, you've done your job. So that's basically what he's trying to do. JPL should be there to provide secondary damage already. But Flash SG is going in terms of a kind of composition where the longer you remain at that fight, the more damage you do.
Oh, man. But again, there's going to be a chill here for the side of Kingdom Esports, just in case we have seen aggressiveness coming in. Diablo can isolate very beautifully here with Way of the Dragon. They can do that. And Kingdom Esports, though, their composition, for me, Jays, is much easier to execute here.
Shall see. Right now, Panic and Malakizi, yeah, like what I mentioned, you as a carry, you do have that burst, and also wave clear, right? So you're definitely going to be a natural push. Flash maybe could have to try to play around that side of the lane because, you know, I'm not optimistic about this Diablo Masha pick, mind you. It's not going to do a lot of damage in the early game.
Yeah, me as well, actually. And this is going to be the first time I'm going to see Diablo on the Masha. And we've talked about how Diablo also flexes his adaptability or his deep hero pool here. But let us see if he's be able to manage to use this mashup. But look at this one on the bot side. It's going to be Bear very slowly, but of course there's the heals coming up. He wouldn't be taken down.
Just in the nick of time, Bear would be able to Bear was able to just get out of trouble right there. But you can see Diablo needs level 4 in order to be effective, but the turtle is up. Diablo is only level 3. Same can be seen with Bear, so it's still mutual destruction. Both these two teams, I think they need to farm just a little bit more and maybe meet up at level 4.
Still, it's going to be Curtisi providing this vision control here on the sides. No level 4 yet for JPL and Hades in the pit already. And both teams here trying to control this pit, and now that the 80s here, but the Tonic counter-attack here with the weight of Dragon trying to go for the isolation play. And now manipulation here for the side of JPL. Oh, look at Bear trying to back away. JPL in the midst of it all. Kingdom Esports trying to go for the counter-attack.
Man, it just doesn't make sense, right? The damage coming out from Flash is not there.
FMM, too late for that one, but Diablo takes the kill, but still Kingdom Esports takes the turtle.
Yeah, it's a trade as of now. Melon for a turtle, but Diablo had to burn the flicker. Hades goes down for the count once again. It's the same script as game number 1. Loisa is one level ahead of Hades. And yes, technically speaking, a Fredrin can farm quite quickly, but you don't want to count on that. You want to be always a level ahead of your jungler.
Correct. Now, as you can see, Hades here, level 5, Loisa level 6. With a buff, of course, coming in from the Fredrin, right? 100% already the damage. You can dish out for the jungle, so it's gonna be fast. But still, Loisa, one level ahead against Flash SG's jungler here.
Yeah. Melon's not going to have a good game in this particular matchup because, yeah, everything counters him is poor thing, right? Diablo can just use the ultimate, just one punch on top of you to gap close, and then you're basically sitting duck. They're also a Curtisi ultimate as well. They could dive, your JPL could dive. Flash SG, this is a full-on dive comp against Kingdom Esports, whereas Kingdom Esports, they can just flash, set up, they can also pick with Bear as well.
Looking forward for Bear, though. We've seen how the isolation play or the Way of the Dragon has been committed there. Same thing, right? For the JPL's Tsunami Slam.
Yep.
They do have similar initiations here from both teams, but I do love the combo coming from AOG and that real-world manipulation. It's a classic.
Yeah, definitely. Vanek secures a Corrosive Scythe right here. That's also one of his power spikes. Manakizzi not too sure.
Okay.
I think that's vital information that Kingdom Esports managed to scout out from that ultimate.
And the troll will be spawning 25 seconds later here on the bot side. But so far, all is silent, especially here on the bot side. I think Diablo right now, we've seen how his damage can really dish out. But look at this one flanking maneuver once again, a 3 vs 2, but Melitizi, just like that, managed to escape.
Hades used the Retribution, trying to slow down Melitizi right here, just as the turtle comes up. This is literally all about timings right here, and that's vital information once again that Kingdom Esports is gonna abuse.
Ultimates are up without the SOD though, and yeah, Flash SG doesn't want to commit here and the turtle take down.
They can't, because they don't have the It's tough right now.
Okay, now Diablo still survives, and this is gonna be now Melitizi to target, backs away still, twice in a row, Jace, twice in a row. They haven't got the kill here, but meanwhile here in the bots, Flash SG trying to fend off these aggressors here.
Yeah, Flash SG is not having good game right there, right? The dive comp is not diving at all because there's so much mobility coming on from Kingdom Esports side laners, right? You've got Abyss Walker, you also got Bear. Of course, you never. Now you never chase a bear because the bear can chase you down and the bear can always retreat. There's so much mobility in your side lanes, and Flash is having a lot of trouble.
There you go, will it be enough though with the Tsunami Slam, and there you go, damage is indeed enough with a 3-man takedown.
Counting with Jace once again, Curtisi's ultimate, JPL ultimate, Vanix's ultimates just for one FMM.
Ooh, so many resources once again just to pick up one indeed. And now I think this is going to be opening here coming in from Kingdom Esports. They want to pick someone here, but they are going to be defending the top side.
Yeah, it's a lot of commitment just to get something. Flash is, this shows the desperation coming out from Flash, right? Like, yeah, I'm using so much in order to basically take down a roamer, but at the very least, now that Team Flash was able to crack open top,
Yep.
those 3 ultimates, worth it.
Worth it. Very, very much worth it. And this is what they want. They want to control the map as early as possible here, provide the necessary activations coming in from Vanix. And remember, during the draft, we highlighted that Vanix plays an important role here, but look at Diablo will be the target again. Cannot chase Diablo here, and Bear was way too far out.
Yeah. Right now, what's Flash's game plan, right? Hunker down, or do I dive? But their composition is dive. It's not very ideal for base defense, and especially when Kingdom Esports has a siege unit in the form of Melon with a real world manipulation. Now, Kingdom Esports right here, they've been able to secure 2 turtles, Flash SG, they need to do something.
And remember Loisa here, Malik Teasy rather, on the top side. Oh, Tsunami Slam to be committed, and the real world manipulation as well. Look at the burst damage here. SOD has been hit in this spot, and Bear tried to back away. Diablo as well providing space, but could not take down anyone there. Loisa being controlled, backs away here with his Suyo, and now FMM is out. He's trying to chase. Actually, they have controlled this turtle takedown here, and the rest of Kingdom Esports scram.
Yeah, finally, right? But that's because Kingdom Esports loses FMM earlier just now, and Team Flash Team Flash, if you notice how Diablo's main role right here is to use the ultimates, his ultimates on Melon, try to push away the real world manipulation. That's basically his role right here. But Vanix does have a bit of gold advantage in terms of the kills and assists. Vanix is the one that secured the golden star first as compared to Melon TZ.
We've seen the combo there. The AOG, Real Motivation is beautiful there. Unfortunately, of course, they could not have that much of the damage. And I do love how Flash SG just positioned themselves just to avoid that burst coming in from the side of Loisa. And now, well, the suit exchange, they have managed to take the top side tower here as well.
Yep, good call on Diablo to build a damage item. So Blade of Hephaestus should be going Blade of Despair, because Hades is on tank duty right now, and this is out of his MO, because at the start of the season he's been playing, or not only just this season, even last season onwards, he's been playing a lot of defensive heroes, such as your high losses, your Phobias.
Correct.
What he played for, Camilla, Revitalize as well. That's
Yeah,
something that he
yeah.
even played as well. And usually Diablo is a very selfish player, right? He plays
Yes.
a Benedetta, he likes to push, he likes to take the limelight. Now finally he's given the limelight. What can Diablo do in this game?
Also remember the Khalid, yes, but still with that Revitalize. Still defensive, right? So now, I think this is the most comfort that Diablo is. I do remember you guys told me that Diablo way back was very aggressive.
Yeah, he is, and that's why I'm very surprised. But hey,
There you go. Oh, Malik Teasy is the target, and Diablo just managed to do that one. The flicker has been used as well, and this is what you need. This is the Diablo, the original Diablo now showing up.
Diablo, jab.
Yeah,
Jab.
jab, jab.
Punch. Alright, another word for punch. But yeah, Diablo, that's actually a good trade coming up from the side of Flash, right? Punch, Malik TZ down, and move on. That's basically the game right now from Flash SG. Hit and run.
Flash SG. I think the Lord is now pretty much open, but they are going for this play once again. FMM popping, of course, that Revitalize Battle Spell. No ultimates right now here for FMM, but look at this. Not escape! Yeah, still, it's Curtizi securing the kill.
Yeah, Curtizi with that APS stack starting to build up. He's gonna just be able to dish out the damage, because every time you damage, that's a tick. Every tick will check whether you're low, and then after that, beating bada boom. But now it's gonna be Flash SG securing the Lord Pit for now. With the absence of FMM, they can do anything.
Oh, Diablo is doing it here, and now there's gonna be a team fight once again, winning here on the side of Flash SG. Bear trying to run away, but Diablo is there with a jet.
I press F on Diablo, and Diablo never fails to the maze. And Diablo, that jab just literally just zones out Melon. Melon doesn't know what to do. How do you train against a Masha?
Oh, man.
Do you train against a Masha in MPL? No. And Flash is actually basically catching Kingdom Esports off guard.
Yeah, I think they did. And now the only thing is Malik TZ wasn't there yet in the team fight. They don't have the damage dealer in that kind of situation, but let's see if Malik TZ is going to be a factor here, winning major team fights. But remember, Diablo is doing pretty good, just zoning out key targets at the back lines. And he can reach for sure Malik TZ. We've seen that one on the bot side.
Yeah, definitely, right? And he can basically basically just constantly go as long as his HP bars are there. And now it's going to be Team Flash sending up the Lord up top. They're sieging it up.
Oh, there you go. Position play once again. The Tsunami Slam and reward manipulation to delay the siege. But then the Lord has been pushing through. FMM is going to be the target here. Now Flash SG continues to go aggressive. Secured inhibitor target on top.
Right, Diablo punching down Maleteezy right there. Even if Diablo has to sacrifice his life, building a Malefic roll right there, he ensures his target goes down. He will stick onto you like a glue, and Maleteezy is not ready for it. And of course, Kingdom Esports now losing Maleteezy on the Moscow is not doing well. What do you do next?
It's really difficult if you're Kingdom Esports to protect your goal laner or to protect the siege upcoming there. And Flash SG knows about this one. Diablo here, he has the target in mind. Maleteezy, and he did it pretty good.
Maybe Kingdom Esports needs to start to have a buddy system, right? Bear to peel for Melon and FMM to peel for Maleteezy, right? But that means that you're basically just overprotecting your carries. You're not allowing yourself to set up, and allowing Flash, a team like this, to basically dictate the pacing of the fight is not exactly ideal because they know what to do at every single juncture.
And I thought the reward manipulation is enough to stop Diablo to run down. It's not.
No, do you not? Just now, just now, if you notice how the real world manipulation goes up, and Diablo just literally stuns, he waits in the real world manipulation corner, and he continues to run down Melon. He has one thing in mind. Punch.
And he has a flicker as well. And look at this one again. This is MM gone. And 4v5 advantage to Flash SG with 20 seconds still the next Lord, but they will push here with the creeps.
Yep, that dive comp is finally working out for the side of Team Flash, and they have to dive right here into deep waters.
And now it's Twitter charge gone once again. Counter play here for Kingdom Esports. Not enough damage though. Hades managed to escape with the help of the rest of the team here, providing him a way to go.
Yeah, mid lanes are cracked open though. But like, once again, counting with Jace, if you notice how Flash likes to do, they like to overcommit. Cut TT ultimate, JP ultimate, Vanix ultimate just for one person, even if it's a roam, right? They're not holding back. They are desperate for that game. They're desperate not to give one match or again because they've already given one match to somebody else.
Wow, this is high kick, man. The Masha. And now Diablo is just taking over this game here. JPL has the vision as well. And Kingdom Esports at this moment, we're seeing no risky plays here. They're just going to defend here.
Of course, if you're Kingdom Esports right now, if you're imagine you put yourself in the shoes of Melon. You put yourself in the shoes of Maleteezy. There's a Masha out there, Deadeye. It's dangerous to go out there alone.
Actually, this Masha, this Diablo, is gonna be the target. And okay, if you're Kingdom Esports here, you have plenty of control here as well. We have mentioned, of course, the reward manipulation. We have mentioned, of course, that AOG. But then again, there's Diablo just running down here at the back. Which hero is your priority here? Now it's going to be the Lord going through. Isolation play with the Tsunami Slam once again. It's the same thing we're seeing here with Flash SG cleaning up the battlefield, and the rest here of Kingdom Esports crams a win for Flash SG.
We're finally back into something that we're more familiar with, right? Flash taking a game in a dominant fashion, but of course they need to pull up some tricks. Diablo pulling out the Masha just to zone out the damage, even if he sacrifice. Basically, it's like a saber play, right? You use the triple suite just for one person. It's like the Beloyski saber thing, right? You trade yourself for something else, and yeah, that's basically how Team Flash was able to scrounge up a victory. Because I don't like what I mentioned. People don't train against a Masha preparing MPL. Who do you play against? You train against a Hylos, you train against a Kelly, you train against a Badam. Who trains against a Masha?
Exactly, and surprisingly as well, it's very effective. We have talked about assassins who can go into the back line, but Masha
is
doing it is, but unusual in a way that you are going to go full head on. You're very visible in
Yep.
this kind of situation. Unlike other assassins, they have iframes, they have some kind of skills there to go from one point to the other. But Masha, you can clearly see Masha is going for after you there.
Yeah, Masha is like that choo-choo train that's gonna
Choo-choo
just
train.
go down, and you're gonna receive that pain train right here. It's gonna slam right
Yeah.
you right in the face, because man, that's Masha play. I'm losing my mind from this one. This Diablo going back to Diablo, because he used to play a lot of Paquito back then as well.
Damage EXP.
Yeah, damage EXP, and you start to see when Hades had to give up his prime position, you usually put Hades on the assassin, and this also allows the Juicing to shine, because now your Juicing has a lot of free real estate to basically output the damage from afar. Vanix is safer now because the attention is now on the Masha to try to and Kingdom Esports is putting a lot of resources to try to protect the backline as compared to try to zone out Vanix.
Is this the rise of the junglers here? Well, for Team Flash, in a way.
Nah, I like Hades on Assassins.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course,
But
Helford, man.
if they can win games like this one,
Yeah.
I think they can adopt in this one. But yeah, I am used to Hades also on the assassin. But so
Definitely.
far in that execution, it's actually Diablo, the superstar in that game.
Yeah, Diablo taking all that credit, but of course, if you take a look at the items, Diablo is so much damage. What's he building next? Oh my
BOD.
goodness.
Have to see.
I think that's a Hunter Strike next.
Ah.
Imagine if Diablo goes in Hunter Strike, he's gonna just run people down like crazy. Malik TZ, there's no space for Malik TZ to output the damage. He's constantly running for his life. Melon goes in real world manipulation, immediately paints a crosshair onto his head. And Diablo is definitely going to punch into that crosshair. Bear, on the other hand, struggling to zone. FMN
Yeah.
has no choice because FMM is constantly getting flipped over by JPL. If you notice, FMM
Yes.
died so many times because I don't know why, but Team Flash just loves to pick out FMM. Remove that Gato Kacha from the fight. That also means that it allows... it
Yep.
removes the buddy system that I
Yeah,
was talking
correct.
about,
And
right?
Diablo is just freely running down through the target. That is going to be the side of Malik TZ. And I think this is where Bear also stepping up, right? Maybe use the Way of the Dragon as a defensive play, but I haven't seen that one in the exchange there. Like protecting Malik TZ on his positioning. But then again, without FMM, you mentioned, because FMM has the OG, he has the taunt as well,
Yep.
which can stop Diablo's running through. But again, yeah, Diablo did a pretty good thing. There's also Vanix. Vanix dealing a lot of damage. Look at this. Oh, I'm actually surprised. Damage to heroes here coming in from Diablo is just 19%. I thought he...
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually
I mean, it's normal, right?
one target. at a
Yeah,
time.
you have
yeah.
your target squishy. You don't need
that's
to
it.
do
Bam,
a lot.
bam.
Yeah, you just pump and then you're done, right?
Mm.
Squishy doesn't have a lot of HP bars, right? The reason why Venix has a lot more damage is because he's dealing damage against FMM, which also heals at the same time. You also do damage to Bear, which also heals at the same time. So, but he also Diablo does his work, being able to take down the key targets. He's basically that's his role.
Yeah, so see here, and now Kingdom Esports lost the game 2. We are now into the game 3 match point game. See, Team Flash, this is their time here to actually recover from this loss.
Yeah.
And now Team Flash with that surprise
Mhm.
pick here, I think we'll be able to see here another surprise pick or another Masha game. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think they will do it. I think the Masha only works
Pocket
once.
pick. It's good, but this is gonna be our MVP. Speaking of which, Vanix here
Mhm.
on the carry, but he has plenty of damage. We've seen the damage output he did dealt against the side of Kingdom Esports. But sorry to say, but for me it was Diablo really shining on. Yeah,
yes.
sorry.
Yes,
Vanix.
Yes, then I join the Diablo fan club right here. I am the president. I'll
Yes.
start collecting taxes from you, membership fees from you.
Is the president.